Hey everybody, and welcome to another Full Nova Zero Indie Spotlight episode. This is Ryan, and today I am previewing a game called Gunpoint, which, if anybody reads my blog, they would know I wrote up a little bit of a piece on this a while ago. So what this game's about, it's sort of a spy caper type of setting. It's got a little bit of a modern setting, but I felt like the visuals are kind of classic. It's very you wear a trench coat and everything. Almost like it kind of reminded me of the old Dick Tracy game that I remember back on my PC, my old DOS PC, when I was really little. I can barely remember that game, but I just remember it kind of looked like this. Love the art style. It's just this is just perfect. I definitely say don't lose this at all. Definitely keep this art style. I mean, the game's sort of a puzzle strategy game. There's a little element to stealth. You can sneak around. You can hang on the rafters, climb up the sides of the buildings. You can even burst through windows when needed. And there's a lot of taking out guards involved. You're kind of really simplistic Sam Fisher gameplay. The objective is really to get to any of the hacking terminals and hack the files out and then make your way to the destination. I believe there's some room in there for secondary objectives and maybe some extra primary objectives. All I really saw in the game was that it's always a fetch quest, and you basically have to get in and get out, and you get extra points for when you are able to get guards out, take guards out silently, or do things a little more stealthily or more quietly. You get little bonus points for things like that. Honestly, I thought the tutorial levels were perfect for introducing all the concepts of the game. I would definitely say that's a big strong point of this game. A lot of indie games kind of fall apart on those tutorials, since they basically just tell you what to do. Instead of showing you. And I felt that this game treaded a good line, and it gave you these little tool tips here and there, but pretty much lets you experiment how you need to. The most important tool of the game is definitely the crosslink, which is just this sandboxy type of approach to manipulating electronic devices. So I think most of us have played through games like BioShock and I want to say Splinter Cell, where you basically just go up to an electronic device and you have to hack it. In Splinter Cell, it's basically just you press a button and it's hacked. And in this game, or I guess in BioShock, you can manipulate pipes and stuff. It's kind of silly. This game, it's a lot more involved, though. It's you basically have control over the entire floor plan, and you can go to any electronic device, assuming that you have control over it, which I'll get to in a second. But you can rewire anything that you need to. So you can have a security camera go to the light switch instead of triggering the alarm. That way, when a guard passes under the camera, that means that it's going to trigger the light off, and then they're going to go and try and turn the light off or something. And then you can have that light switch actually trigger some sort of electrical outlet, and then they can electrocute themselves. So it's kind of it gives you a lot of options for just a lot of different ways to approach it. In practice, I felt like mostly I was just trying to open doors up and distract guards, and I think this is really going to be the crux of the finished product, is just the level design. So I would have to stress that level design is really going to make or break this game. If you have some really involved levels that just make it really difficult to get guards' attentions, or it just forces you to be creative about what you do, that's going to make this game pretty awesome. I thought it was cool that you could make some very Rube Goldberg type of devices. I was able to string two elevators together to get this crazy cycle going, so that it keeps going on and on and on and on. It's pretty neat. I don't see a lot of games that give you that kind of creativity. Even in Minecraft, which gives you the ability to do the redstone wiring, you don't have the sort of control that you have over that game. Or at least you do, but it's not as easy to play with. In this one, it's super easy to play with any of this stuff. It's just you point and click, and you can easily rewire things from here to there. I just really liked setting up little very complex situations, like a guard goes through some sensor, opens up a door that it wasn't supposed to. Now he's really freaked out about it. He keeps moving around. So yeah, I feel like the big make or break for this game is definitely going to be level design. There's going to be a lot of puzzle opportunities with the gameplay. I already like that there's a layered approach to all these to the cross-link device. So even though you have access to maybe the first layer of security, you have to get inside the building and then actually get inside several different fuse boxes to give you access to other parts of the security. So I might have access to the red layer, but once I get inside the building, I can get access to the yellow layer, and then to maybe the blue layer after that. And that's kind of neat because it forces you to actually go through the level a little bit before getting access to some of the higher up parts, rather than just blowing through the whole level really fast. It's good level design, I guess, is all I'm saying. As far as I can tell, the crosswind can also be a little too powerful at times. Yeah, there were definitely some times where I was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place for some guards, but there's other times when it just felt like it was too easy to get through certain parts when it shouldn't have been kind of difficult. And lastly, there should probably be some sort of a... this is probably way far out from what'll be in the final game, but I would definitely recommend some sort of a sandbox level or even a level designer just for us to kind of experiment with what to do. I think that's going to really be that helpful, like keeping this game around for a while kind of part of this. These are really just kind of freebie tips I'm throwing out of the designer right now, and you know, take them or leave them as far as I care. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm excited about this game. I'm really excited for the possibilities that it has, and I felt like the gameplay was solid. There wasn't really anything about it that felt off, or you know, I saw an occasional glitch here and there, but so what? You know, everything felt very smooth, and that's what's really important. And now I'd say, as far as level design goes, that's probably the most important part. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Again, this is an alpha build of the game. This is not representation of what the game is going to be at the end, and honestly, I don't think the developer even has an idea of when he's going to be releasing this. So don't expect anything anytime soon. But definitely keep this on your radar. This is definitely going to be a big deal in the coming months, so, or possible years, who knows. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, feel free to subscribe or check us out at fullnovazero.com for more news and previews and game guides and everything. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good one.